now your refrigerator that you've paid thousands of dollars for is going to be serving you ads.
Can we talk about why there are ads on my Netflix that I pay for? Or my Prime? Like, excuse me.
Because you're paying for it. You just answered your own question. Why are they doing the thing to make more money that I keep giving them money for? Because you keep giving them money.
The point of paying for a subscription service and not have ads.
Samsung just announced that the refrigerators will now show you ads while you're cooking dinner on a screen that cost $3,000.
I'm sorry, but like if you buy a refrigerator that sends you ads, you are a retard. That's it.
Americans saw 500 ads daily in the 1970s, but today that number is over 5,000 ads.
Oh my God.
And executives are just getting started. Let me show you exactly what Samsung is doing. To enhance our service and offer additional content to users, advertisements will be displayed on the cover screen for the weather, color, and daily board themes. What do you mean additional content to users? What user is asking for additional content in the form of advertisements playing on their refrigerator screen? And of course, Samsung claims this is for your convenience. This is one of the refrigerators receiving the ad update. Bespoke AI 4-door flex. I don't know why they're naming these things as if they're car models, but the price is $3,000
for a refrigerator?
Yesterday, when I looked at this exact model, it said $2,949.
AI vision inside? Wait, so the refrigerator has AI vision?
Some of the selling points of owning this very expensive refrigerator, one of those is AI vision inside. You can keep track of what's inside. Yeah, so can the company. This review says, help me please. Last upgrade put advertising and news streaming across my fridge.
So, yeah, no, she's right about that. So in the UK, what they're probably going to do in 3 years is that if you have more than 3 things of ice cream in your house, in your freezer, your smart refrigerator will be able to tell that. They'll send that information to the UK government. The UK government will come and arrest you and put you in jail for eating too much ice cream. Yeah, it's going to be a charge.
I do not want ads or
news. Which, by the way, I'm joking about this, but I'm not completely joking about it. I think that there's a world where that happens. I'm being serious.
In the sanctity of my kitchen.
Today's episode of I Wasted My Money So You Don't Have To, I give you this fridge. Let's go over it. It also has this AI system that scans your food in and out every single time. But let's see what the AI system thinks that I have in my fridge. Click this button here. Do you see this?
This would be pretty good if like you were a girl and you were worried that like your boyfriend was cheating on you. You could get one of these, this AI thing, and that way you would be able to tell if his side hose were getting into the refrigerator or not. Because you see, like, it takes a photo of a person's hand. And so then you could see their hand, and it's like, why was there a hand here with, like, pink, fingernail polish on it? And it's because he's cheating on you.
This picture here is my husband's head as he leaned into the fridge. What does the fridge think it is? An avocado.
Your husband's an avocado. Okay.
Thanks.
But Samsung is doubling down. They plan to put more screens on all of their home appliances. And this allows them to do 2 things. 1, they can have AI and upsell for these products. And 2, they can show
This is the type of AI that we were looking at the other day about how a lot of companies incorporate AI, but they're just doing it as a buzzword without it actually increasing the value proposition of the product. I think this is a perfect example of that right here.
Ads. We're now seeing screens on washers, dryers, microwaves, ovens. Imagine walking through your home and every appliance now has a screen playing an ad. I mean, this is where Samsung and many other companies are taking it. But this is where it gets interesting. The company Vizio offers smart TVs, but that's not actually their business model.
I have a smart
In 2023, Vizio's Platform Plus, this is the ads and streaming portion of their company, had gross profits of $365 million, but their TV sales actually lost money at negative $8.6 million. This is stunning because that literally means each TV they produce, they lose money on.
I mean, this is the basically same thing, Xbox model as well. And a lot of consoles were loss leaders, and the games and the peripherals were what really made the money back.
They're using
extremely
these
common.
TVs as a means to get into customers' home, because once they're in the home, that's where the real money comes from. The TV is being used as an advertising platform. Jeep owners have started
right.
seeing ads pop up in their infotainment system. Imagine this pops up in your car and you're trying to read and see, what does this even mean? What is this about? What's happening to my vehicle? Only to figure out that it's an ad. And then you have to try to figure out how to close this as you're driving down the street. And actually, for a lot of drivers, these keep popping up and they won't go away. And it's very distracting. I mean, they're effectively encouraging distracted driving. I was actually curious, how much are people paying for these vehicles that are now showing them advertisements?
Yes.
The base model for a 2025 Jeep Wrangler is $34,000 MSRP. And for their most expensive model, it's $101,000. Can you imagine paying $100,000 for a vehicle that is now showing you advertisements as you're driving 75 miles per hour on the freeway?
Well, you won't have to, because you'll be dead, because you'll get in an accident because you were distracted. I do think this kind of stuff should be very tightly regulated. Like, we already have laws about, like, using your phone while you're driving, for example, right? The fact is that this is obviously unsafe. This is an unsafe space. And what I'm worried about, especially in the US, I think that because the auto industry is so big and corporations have such a stranglehold on the government, that we won't accurately and fairly implement limitations for this. And because we won't implement limitations, this will just get worse and worse and worse.
And while your TV is watching you at home, Ford has plans for your commute. 4 years ago, Ford was awarded a patent to show you ads while you're driving. The patent is called Billboard Interfaces for Vehicle Displays. The cameras at the front of the vehicle would scan for billboards and then show those billboards as an advertisement in your infotainment system. Not only that, the patent includes a SketchUp of a hot dog stand that says no ketchup. There's a phone number.
Wait a minute. How does that not encourage people to break the law by using their phone? If you're showing people phone numbers while they're driving, we need to get rid of this. It's outrageous.
Ford thinks distractive driving is innovation, but at least you still have control of your vehicle now. Here in Sweden, some of our public bathrooms have mirrors that have displays in them, and the display is continuously showing ads. So as you're looking at yourself and washing your hands in the bathroom, you can't even really see yourself. You just see ads continuously playing. And it's quite annoying when you also factor in that you have to pay to use the bathroom.
Unlock Life Premium, so you can see the sunset the whole way through. And if you upgrade to Life Enhanced, we'll show you what the sunset actually looks like. And if you upgrade to Life VIP, we'll show you what the sunset looks like. But this time, for real. This commercial is over, but I'm still going to make you wait a little longer, just for fun.
And naturally, it seems like OpenAI is going to monetize their users' thoughts. I saw something suspicious in one of Sam Altman's recent tweets. His ChatGPT has orders in the sidebar, orders as in purchases. Then I discovered this. Companies can upload their product catalogs directly to OpenAI. And OpenAI claims these aren't ads, that they're recommendations. But here's the thing. OpenAI is set to burn through $115 billion through 2029. They also have 700 million weekly active users. Do we really believe that a company who is burning through billions of dollars is not going to figure out a way to monetize all of these users? OpenAI's own research shows how people are using the platform. People ask about products, cooking, beauty. It's already giving product recommendations. Users are discussing the most intimate details of their lives with an AI chatbot. Like, it's a recipe for disaster. This reminds me of a case study I learned about in university. In 2012, Target figured out that a teenager was pregnant before her own father knew. And they predicted this based on just 3 items that she had purchased: cotton balls, unscented lotion, and supplements. That's all it took to accurately predict that she was in fact pregnant. And OpenAI has all this data on their users, their fears, their desires, their hopes, their dreams, all written out in great detail. If OpenAI decides to turn ads on in ChatGPT, it won't be like seeing random ads in Google. It'll be more like an AI companion gently suggesting to users exactly what they need in their most vulnerable moments. We've already seen people fall in love with ChatGPT to use it as a therapist and tell it things that they won't even tell their closest friends.
Right.
Now imagine that trust being weaponized for retail sales.
Of course.
I just finished editing this video when OpenAI announced that you can now purchase products through ChatGPT, starting with Etsy. Well, now it's happening. But here's the thing. Etsy isn't even handmade goods anymore. The site is flooded with cheap, mass-produced products. So ChatGPT, the thing that users trust for advice, is now selling them drop-shipped junk disguised as handmade. But why does it feel like everything is an ad now? Why are ads being shown to us in refrigerators and in washing machines? The answer is actually quite simple. Hardware companies are dying.
No, I don't agree with this. Because Netflix isn't a hardware company, and they're doing it. It's just for money. Like, it's a way that you can squeeze people out of more money. That's it. The causal factor is money.
Samsung has traditionally been an appliance manufacturer. They sell you a refrigerator once, that fridge lasts for years, and they don't see you as a customer again until you move or the refrigerator breaks.
If they want to sell you a new refrigerator every year, make it to where the compressor for the refrigerator explodes on December 23rd.
That also means that there's no more money coming from you. As we saw with Vizio, they're losing money on each TV they produce, and it's actually the same for Samsung. And we know these executives need to show growth every 3 months. A regular refrigerator, that's a one-time purchase, but a smart refrigerator has endless revenue potential. After collecting your data, they can either sell that data to other companies, or they can use it to train their own AI models. Or they can sell that advertisement slot to other companies, as we see with the Samsung TV. Effectively, when they put software on hardware, it allows for subscriptions and one-time payments to unlock new features.
Also, another component to this that I'm not sure if she's going to bring up is that they sell the data. So whenever you have a subscription, that requires a probably email address, a phone number, demographic information, etc. So yes, they're selling data.
Mercedes charges a monthly subscription to make the car accelerate faster. Again, it's already built into the vehicle. They're just unlocking
Should be illegal.
it through software. Business model has changed. They're no longer selling products. They're selling products that watch you and monetize you as the customer. Now, I can't stop Samsung from showing you ads on a $3,000 refrigerator, but I've seen the code and I've sat in the meetings. I know exactly why they are building these features, and it's not for the consumer. It's to squeeze more money out of people. When they say convenient, it's really surveillance. And when they say AI powered, it's data harvesting. Smart is just code for tracks you and shows you personalized ads. That's the innovation they're selling you.
Make sure to give her a like. I mean, I'm really glad to see people talking about this shit. This is great. Just get survival gear and learn all your survival skills. That's right, guys. You're going to have to live in a cottage off the grid soon in order to avoid all of the ads that are going to be served to you onto your Samsung television. I'm so annoyed by this. This is why EU is fighting for consumers. Well, you guys need to fight harder. You need to be proactive with this shit because it's getting bad. I know the US isn't going to do shit about it. I'll be right back.